So graphic designers, in today's class we're going to be creating a little bit of marketing for the girls softball team here at the lab school, and we're going to take some inspiration from this Austin Deming Cougars poster on the left side of the screen, and we're going to reimagine it with a LMU Gator of your choice, and you're going to have an individual selected from one of the Media Day photo albums, and then you'll notice on the left side on the inspiration we've got 6 different action photos from games. What we're going to do is we're going to superimpose those action photos in our own template, and I'm going to remind you guys for best practices how we want to make that work, and then you're going to think about what kind of text we want to include, what the layout's going to look like, so on and so forth. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a fun action photo, and so for example I like this one right here. So because we don't need a high-res image in this scenario, you do not have to click the 3 vertical dots to download. Instead, what we can do is simply right-click. I'm going to copy image. I'm going to return to Photoshop. I'm going to press Command V, and this is more than big enough to be situated over one of these rectangles. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have this individual in the upper right-hand corner, and let's shift this over. By the way, to have 2 documents juxtaposed to one another, what we can do is we can click Window, Arrange, and then 2 up vertical. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to Tile. Actually, I'm going to consolidate all the tabs. There we go. Alternatively, if we could click on Window, Arrange, 2 up horizontal, we'll have something that looks a little bit like that, but we don't want that. Typically, we're going to have 2 up vertical. But again, I'm going to go back to Window, Arrange, consolidate all the tabs so we can zoom in and we can get a better view of what we're working with. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a look at this upper rectangle, upper right-hand corner on that particular rectangle. And I'm going to go to the template. And I know I created these 8 green rectangles for you guys. I'm going to click on that layer. We're going to select the magic wand. And while I'm on that layer, I'm going to select once. And you'll notice that actually all the rectangles are highlighted. I'm going to say why I did that in a moment, but I'm going to press Command D. I'm going to deselect because what I want with the magic wand tool selected is to have contiguous checked. And when we do, when I click the upper right hand corner, you're going to see just that area is selected. So I'm going to go to now to our layer 8, this batting image featuring 9th grader Brooke. And what we can do is we can simply add a layer mask. That looks tremendous. And I'm going to unlink it with that little paper clip. I'm going to press Command T. And what we can do is make sure that we're on the photo itself, on the thumbnail itself. And I think that, ooh, perfect. That looks amazing right there. And so that's the beautiful thing about layer masks. We can situate it in a way that looks really good. Amazing. So now, of course, what we're always going to do when we're applying blending modes is we're going to press Command J, Command Shift U, Command L. We're going to lighten the lights just a tad. We're going to darken the darks. That looks great right there. And so here's what I was going to say a moment ago. To simplify things a little bit, what we can do is we can create a single layer with the same blending mode for all the images. And in this case, I selected this this nice pink purplish color, and I applied the soft light blending mode. And I really like the way that this looks. You'll notice, of course, that this is on top of Sahara. We definitely don't want that, so I'm going to drag it down. And this looks much better. So how would we achieve something that looks a little bit like that? Well, again, the first thing that we're going to need to do is find the 6 photos. We're going to situate them all nicely. And then what we can do is we can click on the 8 green rectangles layer. I'm going to use the magic wand. This time we want contiguous unchecked, because when we select any one of those rectangles, all the green are selected. I'm going to go to the very top layer. I'm going to press Command Shift N, or create a new layer. You know, just for the sake of this little instructional tutorial, I'm going to select a nice blue. I'm going to click once with the paint bucket. I'm going to drag it down a layer. There we go. I'm going to press Command D. And before I like soft light, I'm not sure that's the one we want right now. And so what we can do is experiment by doing V++ until we find one that we like. I like screen, and I also like soft light again. Maybe that's the one that we want for this image. You guys are gonna experiment with what looks good for you. I'm gonna play around with LMU Gators, and I'm gonna think about what font we want. We're gonna have to have that little shadow. We're gonna deconstruct and reimagine this particular image. We're gonna need the logos in the lower right hand corner, a little bit of a shadow. Cannot wait to see what you guys produce. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.